Hello friends, in this session we are going to learn about normalization and the anomalies associated with it. So first of all, why do we perform normalization? The main important points to perform a normalization are to remove the redundancy in the database and to maintain the consistency and integrity. So what do I mean by removing the redundancy? Generally, whenever we write down a table or whenever we construct a table in a relational database, as you can see this example, there are some tuples or the attributes which repeat themselves. So in order to remove those redundant values, we basically perform normalization. Now what if we do not perform normalization? In case we don't, there arise certain anomalies, and those anomalies are the ones that we are going to discuss today in this session. Also, in order to maintain consistency and integrity is the main motive why we perform normalization. Now, how is it so? See, if there won't be any redundancy, if I make a change at a particular place, I don't have to repeatedly perform that change across various places, right? So eventually consistency or the integrity is maintained. That is, there won't be any thing which says what would I say, that there is no file which disagrees with any other file present in your database, or there is no table which disagrees with any other value present in any other table regarding the same subject. So let's see this with the help of the definitions of various anomalies, and let's see which are the anomalies, how do they arise, and how does normalization help in each. So first of all, the first one is the update anomaly. Like you can see this table over here. Let's take this as an example. You can see that there are four records in this table. First one is Rashmi, and its address of the student is Kolkata, and the course opted by the student is C++. Next is Rahul, address is Punjab, course is algorithm. Sonia, address is Haryana, course is C++. Now next again we have the same student Sonia's record, but the course opted is different, that is algorithm. So this is what the student over here is opting two courses, C++ and algorithm. Therefore we have written two different records. And next, last one is Shweta, she's from Delhi and she has not opted any other course. So over here, if we ignore the fourth record for the time being, we have all the records having atomic values present as the values in the table. And what is an update anomaly now? Now, if it happens that Sonia gets shifted from Haryana to Chandigarh, what will happen is I'll have to make change in both the places, over here as well as here. So this is update anomaly. Whenever I need to change one value, I also need to change other values because of it. Otherwise, the entire table will have inconsistent values. This is because one record would state that Sonia resides in Haryana, and the other would state that Sonia resides in, let's say, she shifted to Chandigarh. So other one would say she has shifted to Chandigarh, right? So there will be inconsistency and there won't be any integrity in the database. So this is what is known as an update anomaly. Now what is an insertion anomaly? Now insertion anomaly is, an insert anomaly arises when certain attributes cannot be inserted into the database without the presence of other attributes. This is, for example, I happen to insert the record of a new student who hasn't opted any new course as per now. So what do I have to insert? I just need to insert the student name and its address, right? The student's address. So this was the example where I have written the fourth record. In this case, I didn't had any value to be written in this course cell, right? So what I've written over here is null. Had I not written this null, I won't be able to insert this record because I don't have any value to be inserted over here. Hence, insert anomaly basically means when I'm not able to insert any record because of the absence of some particular values. So this is how we sort out this problem, by inserting a null over here. So, or again, the problem would have been very easily sorted out if this name and address value or the name and address data had been stored separately from the entire database. So this is where normalization comes into play. And finally, the deletion anomaly. The deletion anomaly now states that loss of certain attributes occurs because of the deletion of some other attributes. Now, how does this happen to be? Now see, if I see the same table and I say I delete Rahul's record, I should say Rahul dropped his course algorithm. So Rahul is no more taking the algorithm course and I need to just remove this particular information. To delete or remove this information, I would have to remove this entire record, which would lead to the loss of the information of the address of Rahul as well. So by just removing the course information, it is also leading to the loss of information about the student's address. So this is where deletion anomaly occurs. And how do we sort it out? Again, we can just insert a null. Instead of deleting the entire record, we can insert a null over here, or the other solution is normalization, as discussed previously. So this is where the importance of normalization comes, and these were the different anomalies which you need to know and are many times asked in competitive exams. So in the next session, we'll be dealing with the examples of normalization, and we'll be actually checking out the problems and solving out and checking the various norms of normalization. Hope the session would have been a quite informative one. If in case you have any doubts, please post them as comments, and if you like the video, please like it. Thank you. Please keep following the channel for more informative videos coming up. Thanks.